Today I want to talk about the 1975 Mr. Olympia, which was covered up by the movie and documentary Pumping Iron, like we all saw. The top three were, of course, the winner Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then Sergeant Ray and Lou Ferrigno. You maybe ask yourself why they didn't cover up Sergeant Ray that much. That's another story, but the answer is pretty quick. They didn't offer him enough money compared to the other stars. Like they offered Arnold $25,000 and Sergeant Ray $200 or something like that. So he didn't even think about a big coverage or something. So that was the first thing. But the more interesting part is, could Sergeant Ray win the Olympia? You will say that no, Arnold looked better and everything, although Serge looked good on stage. But there is a question or a statement Sergeant Ray made years ago, like 10 years ago. Like you see, this is what I found on Get Big forum. I didn't find it on the bodybuilding.com forum. Maybe it was deleted, I don't know. Maybe it was just on the Get Big forum. But some people said, the whole guys who never won the Mr. Olympia, they all have excuses and everything. And they actually didn't look better than the winner and everything. So Serge said, at least one day I was good enough. But when they saw me in South Africa pumping iron, with my 212 pounds of pure muscle and 2% body fat, they told me that I couldn't compete. Okay, so maybe they had contracts. He wasn't able to compete. In fact, later on he wasn't able to compete because several different issues. So it wouldn't be the first. It wouldn't be the first and the last time Sergeant Ray wasn't able or allowed to compete. That being said, they told me that I couldn't compete, so I lost 12 pounds by not training and dieting for 12 days. So like 2 weeks prior to the Olympia, he said he stopped training, he stopped the diet, so he just chilled and lost a lot of pounds. He was like 12 pounds, he was like 200 pounds then at the actual Mr. Olympia. So one day before the prejudging, when they had been sure that I wasn't able to win anymore, they told me that I couldn't compete now. That's the fact, Sergeant Ray says, in big caps lock words. It's why now they invited me to come on stage at the next Mr. Olympia to take a stupid medal to feel better before they die and have possibility to say, you see, Sergeant Ray is back. In fact, later on in his career, I think Sergeant Ray was either banned or he quit competing in the IFBB. I don't know exactly why, but he switched, organizations. He competed at the NABA. Then he made his own association and everything. So he had a lot of controversies in his life. He wanted never to be with WIDA. He had a lot of issues with WIDA, who is the godfather of bodybuilding, who is the biggest organization, or was the biggest organization in bodybuilding at that time, because he never wanted to move to America. Okay, he never wanted to move to America. He wanted to live and continue to live in France. So he never had a contract with WIDA, which would probably and pretty easily made it better for him. But let's check the pictures. You will now say, okay, Sergeant Ray didn't look bad at the Olympia 1975. That's true. He lost 12 pounds, not 50, 60. So let's check the pictures at the actual 1975 Olympia. The crazy thing is I don't find a lot of pictures with Sergeant Ray and Arnold together. I think that Sergeant Ray still looks pretty good, of course. Still a good shape. Still very, very aesthetic. Of course, look at that pose. But you see that I believe him when he say he, got softer, stopped training and dieting, because I know Sergeant Ray from pictures, and this wasn't his best conditioning. It was still pretty good though, okay? That being said, but what I want to add is also that the whole Pumping Iron movie was about Arnold's reign, so maybe it really was, you know, a little scripted. Before the Olympia even happened, Arnold said, you know, I'm the 6th-time Mr. Olympia, so he already won and everything. I don't know. We will probably never know the answer because Arnold never would admit it. Joe Weider is, you know, dead, rest in peace. Sergeant Ray is dead, rest in peace. He still looks pretty good, and still a lot of people say he should have won it. The thing is, if he had looked the way he said he looked, would they give him the title? That's another question. He wasn't with Weider. He was basically independent. Arnold was with Weider. Probably Lou Ferrigno was with Weider. So, don't know. But still, like I said, compare him to Lou Ferrigno's conditioning. Crazy. Okay, still good. Still pretty good. Imagine how he would look like with that front double bicep pose at his claimed conditioning, which is this. Okay, look at this waistline here. It looks pretty normal, right? But look at this picture. This is one legendary picture you will not easily find or see. Look at that conditioning. Look at that waist. I never saw that kind of waist in a bodybuilder. It's a, you know, it's a mixture of the vacuum pose and flexed abs, basically. It's crazy. So he would definitely have the best conditioning on stage at the Mr. Olympia, and often-wise conditioning wins titles and everything. So I don't know if they would give him the title, probably not, but it would be so controversial that everybody would make a video about it, or, you know, everybody would be offended and would complain about that decision. Still, looking how he looked, he was still in a better conditioning than Arnold. Okay, probably. So if he would be in a way better conditioning than Arnold, like I said, I don't know if they would give him that title. I wish you all the best. I wanted to tell that story because it shouldn't be forgotten. They're all legends. Subscribe to my channel. Have a nice Sunday. Bye.